Okay, so 12.2 surface area and volume of prisms and cylinders. Before break, we had nets and we put them together to make our shapes, correct? And those were prisms. So I did that so you could get a feel of what made things. So if I had the rectangular prism, you had a base, and then another base, and then it had an equal base, right? So it folded up to this, and then another little one, and then a side here, and a side here. And you cut on the outside and you folded it up, correct? And that would make something that looked like this?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Can everyone visualize that? How that worked? Okay, so a cylinder was a rectangle with a circle here and a circle here. Okay, and that made a cylinder. So those were nets. So what we're going to do is we're going to do surface area and volume. This is our surface area and volume unit of prisms, cylinders, and spheres. That is it. 3 things. We will be testing next Thursday. Okay, why do I want to test next Thursday?
Easter.
Get it over with.
Because we have Friday and Monday off. Okay, we only have how many sections? 2. So all of these area, we had, what did we start with? Area of a circle, of circles, right? And then we did polygons, and then we have this. That was all one unit, and I tore it apart. Can you imagine doing all those at one time? No. So we've torn them apart. We've done pretty well with that, so let's keep it up. But what I'm saying is, can you afford to get behind? No. Okay, when are we testing on this?
Thursday.
Next Thursday. Because we don't want to work on this and then have 4 days off and then try to come back, do we? No. Okay, so first of all, we're going to talk about what surface area is. Surface area. It is the areas of all the surfaces or the faces. So it's the sum of the areas of all the bases. Of faces, excuse me. Does that make sense? It's the sum of the areas of all the faces. Now, there are formulas that say surface area of a rectangular prism, and they have this whole formula. We're not going to do that. We're going to find the areas of all the sides, and we're going to add them up. So this is called a rectangular prism because the base is rectangular, but aren't every single one of these sides a rectangle? Yeah, so I could turn it any way. Any of them could be my base, yes? But I have a bottom and a top. Are they the same? Yeah, so I take 2 times the area of the bottom and the top. I have a left and a right. Are they the same? So 2 times the area of the side. I have a front and a back. Are they the same? Yes. So I have 2 times the area of the top and the bottom, plus 2 times the area of the sides, plus 2 times. Does it make sense? And I'd add them all up. Well, this is called a rectangular prism because they're not rectangular, triangular prism because it has a what? Triangle. And that is the base. It happens to be sitting on the triangle base right now, but could I turn my paper like this and it's not sitting on the triangle? Yeah, but it's still a triangular prism because it has a triangle. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. Now, the sides are rectangles, correct? Isn't that a rectangle? Yeah. This side and the one on the other side is a rectangle. This is the shape that a lot of people made into a tent. And then the bottom is a rectangle. Got a cylinder. And it's a cylinder, yes, but it's a circular prism because the base is a what? Circle. Now this is remember when we had a parallelogram and we said it was the same area as a rectangle because it was just a rectangle that somebody tilted it? Is this the same? Yeah, I just took a prism and nudged it a little. Not a prism, a cylinder and nudged it a little. Okay? So surface area is the sum of all the areas of the face. We talked about that. We will do it. Now volume. V stands for volume, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we have capital B times H. Now wait a second. I've never used a capital B. I've always used what kind of a B?
Lowercase.
Lowercase. What do you think a capital B means?
Base.
Base. It's the area of the base. So B equals area of the base.
Capital B.
That's the capital B. And the base is the base that gives it its name. So this, what was this one? A triangular prism. So the base is a triangle. An octagonal prism, the base would be an octagon. And we would find it the same way we did the regular octagons. Yes?
Yeah.
Trapezoidal, the base would be a
Trapezoid.
trapezoid. Got it? And what does H still stand for? Height. So it's the area of the base times the height. That is how we find volume. That is the equation of volume. Until we get to sphere. Sphere has special everythings.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it's a sphere. So what we are going to do is we are going to do this shape, or shape number 1, and this shape number 2. And we are going to find the surface area and the volume of them. Okay, so I'm going to split my paper down half. Oh. Okay, so surface area, we use SA. Make sense? What's SA stand for?
Surface area.
Surface area. So, when I look at this shape again, I have 2 triangles, correct? I always try to do the shape that gives it its name first. Okay? So I have 2 congruent triangles, so I have 2 times, and what's the area of a triangle?
Length or height times base times
1/2
1/2.
times
1/2
height.
times height times base.
Okay, so height and base. What's the height?
14.
What's of the triangle? 12. And what's the base?
5.
5, because remember the height and the base of a triangle make a what angle?
Triangle.
And do you see the right angle sign right there?
Yeah.
Yep. So 12 times 5 plus, now I've got 2 sides. Are they the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2. And a rectangle is what times what?
Base times height.
Base times height. So the base is,
12.
and the height is
14.
14. Let me know if we're going too fast. Now I've got one more side, don't I?
Yeah.
We do.
Yep, I've got the 2 sides, the top and the bottom, and I got this one over here. See that, Gwen? Got this little rectangle right here.
This
Okay, so what's that going to be?
5
one. A
times
rectangle.
14.
It is a rectangle as well, and it's going to be 5 times
14.
14. So 1/2 and 2 reduce, correct?
Yeah.
And 5 times 12 is
60.
60 plus, how do you want to multiply this one?
7 times 12. Or wait.
No,
Can't do that.
I want to do
Never mind.
28 times 12. That's how I want to do it. But you can do it however you want. No.
Yeah.
No.
28 times. It'd be like 100 something.
28 times 12. Do it.
Oh,
Oh,
it's in the,
it's 2.
it's in the higher.
2.
I got 336.
Yeah. That's what I got.
Okay, so 336. And then 5 times 14, so that's 0, carry to 70. And 70 plus 60 is 130, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 466.
How do you get 336?
I took 2 times 14, which is 28.
I got 316.
Sure. So then 28, I took 10 and 2. So 10 times 28 is 280. And 2 times 28 is 56. You forgot to carry a 1. Or something, I don't know. I got 336. Somebody else said I was right too.
I don't know,
It is 336.
but I'll do it again.
Okay, and then what's my units?
Inches.
Inches squared because it's area. Okay, we are going to do surface area of our cylinder over here before we do volume, okay? Because I want to keep my brain on surface area. So when we did this, remember it was a circle, a rectangle, and a circle. Yes? So surface area equals 2 times, well, what's the area of a circle? Area of a circle?
Equals, it's 2 pi r, or,
That circumference of a circle,
oh,
oops, is 2 pi r. What's the area?
pi r squared.
Pi r squared. Okay, so we have to remember those things. Remember triangles, circles, and rectangles, right? We have to remember? Okay, so 2, because the top and the bottom are the same. Pi, and what's r?
5.
5 squared. Plus, now this rectangle, we need to stop and think. We have the height of the rectangle, correct?
Yeah.
Is 11, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. But we need the length. Now, if I wrap this up, I'm going to take my piece of paper right here, and I'm going to wrap it up and make my circle. I'm going to unwrap it. What is the length of my rectangle? No, the length of my rectangle is the what of my circle?
The radius.
The length of my circle is the circumference. Look at this. Look, I'm trying to show it on here and it's not working. Okay, everyone look at my circle. Yes? This is the cylinder that I just made in my hand, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to unroll it. So the length of my rectangle is the what of my circle? Circumference.
So we do need to.
So we do need 2 pi r, but not for the area, but for the circumference, right? Does everyone understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the height was 11, but the length is the circumference, which is 2 pi r.
Yeah.
So 2 pi, and what's r?
5.
5. Okay, so 5 squared is
25.
times 2?
50.
50, so 50 pi plus
Plus,
2 times 5 is
10.
times 11.
121.
How about 110?
Is it?
11
Yeah.
times 10 would be
I'm
110.
thinking 11 times 11.
And pi, yes?
Yep.
So I got 50 pi and 110 pi. So how many pi do I got?
160
160 pi
meters.
meters squared. Okay, so on those cylinders, we've got to remember that that rectangle length is the circumference.
The other class.
Okay?
The other class that I didn't even get to the word. Like the.
We did 4 examples. We didn't get to all of them, but we got to 4 of them. Okay, so now we need to do volume, yes?
yeah.
Now, volume was the area of the base times the height, correct? So we're back at the triangular prism. Well, don't we have the area of the base right here?
Yeah.
Not times 2, but isn't that the area of the base? Because the base is a triangle. So it'd be 1/2 base times height. Is that an area of a triangle?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I need the times the height. What's the height of this prism?
14.
14. Well, I say half of 12 is 6. And then 30 times 14. So 420. That's what I get.
Yeah.
Okay, so 420 inches
Weird.
cubed.
Why is it cute?
Because I have inches times inches.
Okay.
Area is squared, volume is cubed. Blaze, put your head up. Why aren't you writing notes?
He got some.
Yeah.
Okay, pick your pencil up
So does the
sure.
wall.
and write. Okay, so which one's less complicated? Volume. Not that surface area is harder. Is there just more surfaces involved?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so a cylinder. So the base is a circle, yes?
Yeah.
Do we have the area of the circle?
Yep.
Not the 2. Why not the 2?
Because there's 2 circles.
'Cause they're-
one of them.
Right. We only need one. So we have pi r squared times the height. What's the height?
11.
11. So 25 times 11 is 275 pi meters cubed. Okay, how did I know that quick? I will show you. I think I've shown you my trick with 11, but I will show it again because it seems to happen a lot. Any 2-digit number. So 25 times 11. You take the 2 and the 5 and separate them and add them together.
Oh, yeah, you did show us that.
Works for any 2. So 98 times 11. 9, 8, 17. So 1078. I use that so much. If you learn it, it will save you some time. Okay. So we're going to do another sphere because we got to remember that the length of my rectangle is the circumference, don't I?
Yes.
Jacob, Ashton, do you guys need to stand up? Move your hands off your head, support your own body. Pick up your pencil and write some notes. Let's go. Okay. What are you doing first? Do you want to do volume or you want to do surface area?
Surface area.
Okay, I always like doing the harder thing, the more complicated thing first because it gets it over with. Okay, so I have an area of a circle plus an area of a rectangle. How many circles do I have?
2.
2. So 2 r squared. I don't know why I put a parenthesis around pi because I didn't need to, did I? So 2 pi, and what's our radius?
2.
2 squared
Yeah.
plus, and then we have to do plus the height, which is 5 times the circumference, which is going to be
5
what?
times 2 pi. 5.
Well, circumference is 2 pi
five.
r.
5 times
2 pi times
2.
2. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 squared is
4.
times 2?
8.
8. So 8 pi plus
2
2 times 2 times 5, 20 pi,
28 pi meters squared.
28 pi meters squared. Wasn't even as bad as the first time, was it?
No.
Because it was pretty easy once you know that it's the circumference. So volume. How do I get volume?
Based on height.
Area of the base.
Yeah, okay. Area of the base.
And the base here is a circle even though it's laying on the side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the area of a circle is
Pi.
pi,
2 pi. Or no, not 2.
pi, 2 r squared, so 2 squared. And then times the height, which is 5. After we finish this example, I'll hand it over to you. Okay, so 2 squared is
4,
times 5.
20
So 20 pi
meters.
cubed.
meters cubed. Okay, so the next one I want you to see if you can do them on your own.
Wait, is the base the... Never mind, I got it.
What's wrong, Gwen?
How'd you do that?
How'd I do what?
Like
Surface area or volume?
surface area.
Okay, so there's a top and a bottom, yes?
Yeah.
So 2 times 15 times 8.
Okay.
Okay, there's front and a back.
Yes.
So 2 times 15 times 7.
Ooh, I'm right on both.
All right.
And then a left and a right. So 2 times 8 times 7. Now, does it matter which order I do any of those in? No. But it does matter. I like rectangles because there's 3 measurements, yes?
Yeah.
I have to pair all 3 of them up. Do you see that? 15 and 8, 15 and 7, 8 and 7. Once I've done that, I'm done. Now, with a rectangle, does it matter which side of that is my base?
No.
No. So when you said they're more, I don't think they're more. I think they're easier.
Well, they look like more, so I tried to do
They look like more because you got to take 2 times everything, right? But it's more brain dead.
I just did 30 times everything, because then there was just a 0 at the end. So I did like 8 times 8 and then added the 0.
Yeah, I did 30 times 8. I did 30 times 7. And then I did 56 times 2. That's what I did. Okay, questions on that? Okay, so we're going to go to the back. And I don't think we're going to specifically start. Oh, I already did that one. We're going to start with what shape should we start with on the back?
Ooh.
The trapezoid.
The trapezoid. We've already done a rectangular. Isn't this the same as a rectangular?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a parallelogram. This is the same as a triangle, yes?
Yeah. Just looks
It's just tilted. No different, just tilted. This is a cylinder,
Yeah.
but this is a trapezoidal prism. Now, the base is a trapezoid even though it is not sitting on it. Does that make sense to everyone? We call that the base because that's the shape that gives me the name. Tristan, Ashton, wake up.
She's called you Kristen, that's
I did. Okay. So, I have 2 trapezoids, yes? Okay, so surface area, and there isn't a whole lot of room, so you might want to like come over here. I don't know why I didn't move them up. I don't know. You might have to go down to here. You're fine. Okay, so surface area. I have 2 times, what's the area of a trapezoid? Because a lot of you messed this up.
6 plus 10
Height.
times 8.
Times base plus base.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the height?
8.
8.
6 plus
And what's the base?
6.
6 plus 10.
Yeah,
Do I have to write 6 plus 10 or can I just put 16?
you just put 16.
Everyone okay with just 16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Plus,
Plus 15
Now-
times 8.
we have a side that's a rectangle, yes?
Yeah.
And
Two sides.
one side is 15. Do we know the other?
No.
8.
Nope, it's not 8.
We don't.
We don't know it. But can I make a triangle right here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to come over here and just kind of make a side picture.
Wait. Where's the triangle?
That's why I'm making a side picture. Here's my trapezoid, yes?
Yeah.
This is 10. This is 6. And I have this, yes? And this is 8. So if this whole thing is 6, how much is this little piece?
6 or 4.
2.
Two. Yeah.
Oh,
Why is it 2?
Because 10 minus 6 is 4, and then 4 divided by
2.
2 is 2.
oh.
Because
yeah.
6 minus, or 10 minus 6 is 4. And these two pieces have to be the same, right?
Yeah.
So this is 2. So this is 8 and this is 2. And I have a what triangle?
Right.
Right.
So we have to use the Pythagorean.
So we have to use the Pythagorean theorem. Is it ever going to go away?
No.
No. Did I tell you it was never going to go away? Yep. So that's the square root of what? 8 squared 64 plus 4 is the square root of 68, which is 4 times what? 117. So what's the square root of 4? 2. So I have 2 square root of 17.
Yes.
So that's this side right here.
I do not like this anymore.
This side right here is 2 square root of 17. So this rectangle is 2 because we have 2 sides, yes? Times 15 times 2 square root of 17. Now, are they all going to be that bad?
No.
No. But are sometimes they going to be that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the front, the back, and the sides. I need the bottom and the top. Well, the bottom is what?
15 times 10.
15 times 10?
Can you stop?
Me?
No.
No.
And the top is?
Top is 6 times,
Something.
15.
15. 6 times 15. Some of these shapes are you going to have to sit there with your pencil going, okay, here's the side, here's the side. You're going to have to break it apart.
I already do that.
Huh?
I already do that.
You already did good. Okay, so now we got a bunch to do. Oh, you guys know 16 squared? Should you know 16 squared?
Yes.
What is it?
216. That's 6 cubed, isn't it? I gotta think real quick.
Higher than 225.
196.
256.
It's 256. You should all know that.
I was getting there.
Guys, there's a reason why. We should start doing those again, evidently.
No.
Okay, so I have 2 times 2, which is 4 times 15.
Something.
A clock.
Wait, huh?
A clock is divided up into 4 15 minutes.
Yeah?
4 times 15 is
60.
60.
Oh, you were confusing me.
Square root of 17. Well, you better not get confused on the next one.
150.
150.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
And then 3390.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can I add anything to the 60 square root of 17?
No.
No. So 60 square root of 17 plus, well, 240, right? 50 and 9, 150 and 90 would be 240.
40,
So
496.
496 centimeters
Centimeters squared.
squared.
You have to find the volume. of
Yep.
that? Or-
Now, again, the volume shouldn't
Volume's
be,
not as hard.
the volume isn't as complicated. I mean, I don't think this is hard. Is it drawn out?
Yes.
Yes. It's not hard, but I just have to make sure I have all the pieces. But volume is the area of the base. Well, it is a trapezoidal prism, so do we have the area of a trapezoid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 plus 16 times
Wait a second.
8. Or
We forgot something.
Half.
we forgot the.
We forgot the half, didn't we?
But we can just divide it by. We could have just cut the 2 out, but
Well, okay, so that's going to change the 256, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
256 divided.
We wrote it up there and then we forgot the half.
Would be 20.
So 1/2,
12.
so it's just 8 times 16,
128.
Where did the 1/2 come from?
the formula.
Oh.
Is it 120? No, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I was thinking.
Okay, so 8 times 6 is 48, 128.
Never mind. I was.
So now we can add that back. So we got 8, 6, 368.
Yeah.
I'm glad I looked up at that. Okay, so the area of the trapezoid is going to be 1/2 the height times base plus base, which was 16, times, now the height of the whole thing. No, 15. Now, that is one thing you got to remember. When I'm talking about height of the trapezoid is different from like the depth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Picture standing this thing up on its end like this.
Okay.
Okay? So it's what? 15?
15.
We have no.
What do you want to take half of? Ooh, I
16.
16.
Yeah, whatever. 16.
16. So now I get 64 times 15. Right?
Yeah.
So you do it, I do it. We better get the same thing. I get 960
Same.
centimeters cubed. Can you see my centimeters squared up here?
Yeah.
Does it stick out good?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is as far as we got in the other class. I don't know why they said they didn't get to them. They did. Which shape would you like to do now?
Circle. Triangle. Circle, because we're given the.
Oh, we're given the diameter instead of the
Yeah.
radius, aren't we? Okay, it's going to be the same, but we've got to figure out the radius, right? Okay. We can go to the triangle in a second. Okay, so Lily said we needed to know the radius, so we pick the radius right now.
It's 4.
Okay, so R equals 4. Write it on there. R equals 4. So surface area equals, you guys tell me what to write.
2 pi times 4 squared plus 8
Plus
plus
11.
11 times
2
2
pi
pi.
times.
Plus 11
4.
times 2 pi.
Okay, 2 pi times 4. Now, what is this? 2 pi times 4. That's the what of the circle?
Circumference.
Their circumference. Good job. You guys did amazing on that. Okay, so 4 squared is
16.
times 2,
32.
32. I'm assuming we're going to do 8 times 11, 88. So,
Wait a minute.
176.
120?
That's where 11 times 8. Oh, okay.
120? 120?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 120.
Inches.
Which is squared.
Okay. They're going faster, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Volume,
Pi 4 squared
pi 4 squared times 11. So we're going to do our 16 times 11. So we're going to 1 and 6 and
176.
176 pi
Yeah.
inches.
Pi inches cubed. Yeah, this is pretty easy now.
Okay, do you guys want to try the triangular one on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do it while you do it. Okay. I don't think we need to do another cube, rectangular, do you?
Can I just put, like, 3 times 1, plus the 1/2 and the 2?
Well, I would suggest today we write it out, just so you don't forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But ultimately, it is your decision.
How to do it.
I'm going to tell you guys these are all the same. The base. Which is, it isn't, but I'm going to tell you it is.
How come you didn't do
Oh,
1/7?
One's the height of the triangle, so I told you that all these sides are were congruent.
Yeah.
So that means that all 3 rectangles are the same. So that's why I did 3. Okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, they are not. That's impossible. That would not be a triangle. It could not be 3, 3, and 1. But I just decided to tell you that because it didn't tell you more information. Okay? You will have what you need on your paper. On your assignment today, on one side it says surface area, on the other side it says volume. If you do surface area and volume on all of it, I will give you double the assignment points.
wait.
Does that make sense what I just said?
Yeah.
No, what?
Okay.
Wait, only have to do one of them?
So no. The front says surface area,
Oh, okay, I got it.
the back says volume. But if you do surface area and volume on all of them, I will give you 5 extra credit points. Okay?